You are officially listening to the Dent Nerds, a premier podcast for paintless dent repair professionals and enthusiasts. On this show, we'll be discussing the latest techniques and tools in PDR, sharing successes and failures from the field, and interviewing industry leaders. We'll also be taking listener questions from the Dent Nerds Facebook group and YouTube channels, and offering tips and tricks for those looking to break into the PDR world. So whether you're a seasoned pro or a PDR beginner, join us as we nerd out on all things paintless dent repair. And now, here are some combinations of your hosts: Matt Armijo from GetAGripNow.com, Jack Bucknell from SiouxFallsDentRepair.com, Mike Glidewell from DentMadePro.com, and Jon Videen from DentReaper.com. Now, let's get nerdy.
Let's get nerdy indeed!
What's going on?
Woo! Can I get a Mike McDaniels?
Woo! Head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Jack Bucknell couldn't be with us today.
I'm filling in.
Special guest Mike
Cool,
McDaniels.
man. He's been running, making plays all day.
Yeah.
I've been trying. It's been
Our
a big
offense
day.
squared up.
You got the PDR X's and O's going on here.
He's ordering up plays.
Yeah,
We're buying tools.
yeah.
It's fucking great.
We're going to air it out on this podcast. Tyreek Hill ain't got nothing on me.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's do a laugh for Alex back home.
Oh, here's the Alex.
So what's going on, guys? Y'all have a good expo?
Oh, man, it is so busy, dude.
Biggest one today.
So
Sure.
crazy. So
This
crazy.
is the first break I've had since this morning. Obviously, I got Dent Pro, and we've been busy. It's been good, man. Hanging out with Dave Screen. He's my neighbor.
Oh, yeah?
That's a good time.
Yeah, I bet.
I became his photographer. He asked me to take pictures of him.
Uh-huh.
I've been busy.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
Yeah. We've got a Golden Mike Award-winning
one day we'll
In the
Awesome.
house.
imposter. Alex, you don't want to come up? You want to come sit on Daddy's lap. Tell everybody. Dent Digest. When does Dent Digest go?
After you.
After us. Oh.
well,
How are you
Shoes to
gonna
fill,
follow? How are you
baby.
gonna follow this
I don't know.
with your Golden Mike? Yeah. Hey, get that. Don't get that too close. I don't want to touch it. It's bad luck.
Love your show.
Yeah, we love your show. I'm voting for y'all. I'm voting for y'all.
Cheers, bud.
Congratulations.
Show you, man. Well
Golden Mike
deserved.
Award
Well
winner.
deserved.
We'll let you espouse your opinions on your Golden Mike Award-winning show. Leave the nerdiness to us.
Yeah. They just
You got
qualify
that
us
covered.
for. They just qualify us for just
Hey,
who we are.
hey. Speaking of nerdy, I want to take it down a notch from our normal what have yous and what we'll use, because I do want to talk something serious about the PDR industry, and that is NAPDART, the National Alliance of PDR Technicians.
Yes, sir.
I'm a member. Pretty sure you guys are too. And I think it's important. I think not a lot of people know about it or exactly what they do. So I wanted to bring them on,
You can have my son.
and we'll
rotate.
talk to a member of the NAPDART board. He's grabbing his free guest beer as we speak.
How are y'all?
And, it's Tommy Clayton, everybody, from the National Alliance of PDR Technicians. Why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about NAPDART, what you do?
Okay.
Give us the opener spiel.
No problem. We started in 2006. We were coming to the show, saw things in the industry. We were like, man, something's got to be done. We can change this. And so we formed. There was a group of us on the time. It's before Facebook. We were on DoorDing.com, got together, and rolled on with it. So we started in 2006, had a long association with the Automotive Service Association, where I actually served on their operations committee, and did some things where we found great synergy between the body shop business, the body shop associations, and us.
Yeah.
We've done metal studies where we prove that aluminum is harder to push. So now when you go and present this information, hey, I got to do a 25% markup for aluminum, when they look at you, well, you don't have anything to prove it. Yeah, I do. Here's the study. And we're looking at renewing that study within probably the next few months.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. All right, that's big news.
Yeah, and it'll probably feature some high-strength steels, that kind of stuff, to prove that that's similar to aluminum and different than regular steels. We just tried to look out for the industry. When New Jersey a few years ago came in, and it happened to be the Dent Wizard, they shut Dent Wizard doing PDR in certain places without a body shop license. Well, to have a body shop license, you had to have brick and mortar building, frame machine. It was treated just like every body shop.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know
None
that.
of us had that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I actually got installed on the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission and got all that changed, and so PDR can keep going there. There's been laws in New Hampshire that we testified before their Senate subcommittees to get laws changed, where if a estimator intentionally underestimates a vehicle, it's a fine. He could lose his license for that.
Really? Huh.
And so we made the trip up there to get that done.
Huh.
Love it. Yeah. So you guys are handling the behind the scenes business aspects, the lawmaking aspects that is going to be over just about every PDR technician's head. Like, this is not something that your average tech is just going to be able to go in, figure out who these boards are and what strings to pull and how to get that kind of stuff taken care of. And
what's unique about that is some of us, I'm a regular dent guy. I tell everybody I'm just a dumb dent guy. I push metal. Done it for 30 some years. Done lost track. But with the collective group that we have of all our members, we can get about anything accomplished. We can put a feeler out and go, hey, does anybody know who's in this state? Who's here? Who's doing this?
Yeah.
Well, let's move ahead. Or our alliances with ASA. I got it.
Hudson Tansy.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Hudson Tansy, folks.
Failing. I can't believe it.
Get them back when he ain't
Already,
looking.
exactly. But we were able to do things, and I lost my whole train of thought. Thanks, Hudson. But we're always looking to help you.
Yeah.
It'll come back to what I was going to say a while ago.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And folks can come over to the booth and sign up here.
Yep.
And if they're not at MTE, can they go to the website and
You
sign
can go
up?
to the website and sign up. If you have issues going to the website and sign up, call Ricky. Ricky Payne.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Ricky.
Not everybody knows Ricky. There's so many new guys coming in.
You're right.
You got to remember it.
That's true.
The tiny, tight-knit group we used to be is ever expanding, and it's crazy. Like, when you think of, my first MTE was 2019.
Oh, wow.
Which makes me seem like a young bumpsuit guy like you. But even you think of 2019 to this show, it's
huge.
massively.
Yeah.
We're growing leaps and bounds every year.
Yeah.
And it's important that guys know that NapDart is out there. They're looking out for our best interests. And if you want to support the industry, you should probably be a member of NapDart. Pay attention to the kinds of things they're doing so that you're up to speed on what is coming, and don't get yourself in a position where you got nowhere to turn when one of your lawmakers tries to make some stupid rule like you got to have a frame machine to fix a dent.
Exactly.
Because we all know that that's not the case. But so what is the website?
The website's napdrt.org.
napdrt.org. Napdart.org. So yeah, guys, check it out for sure. If you're not a member, become a member.
Call any of us. Our phone numbers are listed on there. Come by the booth.
Right on the website?
Right on the website.
Okay.
Come by the booth. All of our board members, to be a member, you have to be a technician that pushes metal. So we did that when we first started so that we wouldn't have larger companies come in and fill the membership ranks with executives and this. And not that we don't need those people. But as an organization, we started for the technician,
Yeah.
and we are all technicians. All of us still push metal every day.
Love it.
Good.
Love it.
Awesome, man.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, Tommy. I think we got everything we need. We got a gaggle of geese to get on this podcast. So we're gonna say thank you.
Yeah.
Get over to the NapDart booth. Get over to napdart.org. Get signed up, and we'll see you all there.
Sounds super.
All right.
And I hope I didn't break the camera.
I think you're fine.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. All right, who's it gonna be? Who's gonna be next up? Next up, it's rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Let's
Hello
do it.
there.
Oh, welcome back. What's up, Matt?
Welcome back.
Armijo.
Hey,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good to have you here.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, bud.
Happy MTE.
Happy MTE.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Well, Matt, how's your booth going,
Yeah,
man?
it's,
Get a grip.
It's going great. It's busy.
Yeah.
Lot of attendees, man. This I don't know about YouTube, but I think this is probably the biggest show I've been to
It
for.
is. Hands down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I really do. The vendors, I think there's the most vendors.
Detailers are strong here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. There might be more detailer vendors than
There's
I think there is.
There might
They're owning the whole
right.
outside of
this
got
area.
some of these
And
booths.
over here.
We're looking
Yeah,
at this
and-
booth right
yeah,
now.
and
It's so
right
elaborate.
here.
I mean, look at
I mean, look at
Looks
this
like a
booth. I
store,
mean, this
man.
booth is huge.
It looks like a store.
Show them, Mike. Show them.
I don't know.
Show 'em.
John's.
Everything goes wrong, guys. It's my fault.
You are officially listening to the Dent Nerds, a premier podcast for paintless dent repair professionals and enthusiasts. On this show, we'll be discussing the latest techniques and tools in PDR, sharing successes and failures from the field, and interviewing industry.
Technical difficulties. I guess we're not all that nerdy.
Welcome back, folks.
All right, get back in there.
Technical difficulty.
Well,
Anyway, show's really big.
Yeah.
I was just mentioning how many vendors were here. I think the most vendors I've seen, and I think more of them are detailers than dent vendors.
There's a lot of detailers. A lot of good detail stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna just make it short and sweet. I just it's busy, so I don't have a lot of time to nerd out. But I'm gonna show the people that don't know me. I specialize in making a really nice umbrella for techs that work outside. So if you're a technician that needs to be in the shade and stay cool, and stay dry, I make a big 82-inch umbrella that attaches to your vehicle, right? What I changed for the customers that do know me, this is the new setup, a little more streamlined, right? What's going on here is,
Beefy, bud.
yeah, this is stainless steel,
Yeah.
big beefy handle. So my previous, it's girthy. My previous setup, it had two different handles. This is a little more streamlined, easier to use. Big, man handle. You can adjust it, articulate it. One handle, lock it in place. Done. So that attaches to any of your umbrellas or the Get a Grip umbrella.
How much is this?
Same price, John. So at the show, we're doing a special. If you guys are watching this, I'm also running a special on my website today and tomorrow, and then that's at getagripnow.com. You go there, you still get the 20% off that I'm offering at the show. That expires Sunday evening. So if you're watching this today or tomorrow, make sure to go to Get a Grip Now. And I am doing a 20% off on all my tools and accessories at Get a Grip Now. Now, also talking about accessories, this is the new tool. I've had a couple techs keep asking me about a phone holder. So this here, yeah, boom,
That's nice.
That's sexy.
right? And so that'll attach to your customer's vehicle or any of your smooth surfaces that you have around you. I'll carry this in a claw configuration. So if you want to attach it to like a light stand or your toolbox, you can have that option too. So if you don't want the suction cup. So if all you technicians that want to do like a nice time-lapse video of your repair, now you have a phone holder. And for you guys go, well, I don't have an Apple phone. This is not going to work because this is magnetic. And so I also have it in a variant here that'll hold any phone.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. There you go.
And that's a Pro Max.
Pro move.
That's the biggest. That's
Yeah.
the biggest iPhone you can get.
Exactly.
So that fits in there.
And then again, this is similar to the strong arm. You guys are familiar with my heat gun holders. You have 2 adjustments, so you can really articulate that and put it in whatever configuration, and then lock it in place, and you're good to go. So if you guys were wondering, these retail for just $40. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and
Guess I'm going back
and it has
to
a nice
your
little
That's dope.
$40.
$40, y'all.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, it comes with the suction cup, comes with the
Yeah.
phone holder.
Be walking
And this
away
is-
with one of these.
And this even comes with a little ring. So let's say you don't have a magnet, right? Or a case is too bulky. It comes with a little 3M magnetic little ring. You can put that on your phone, and then
okay.
it'll make it that way too. But yeah, that's it. So with the new and improved Get a Grip umbrella holder, some phone holders, check my booth out. I'm next to the Dent Olympics area. And then also you can check me out at getagripnow.com. And yeah, that's it.
All right, so we're done with the Armijo giving his professional presentation of all his new shit. Let's go. What's on your because you're a tech every day. You push metal.
I wonder why pizza gets thrown out.
I know, right? I wonder why.
Son of a bitch. What's on your shopping list as far as tools that? What have you seen, heard of anything that you gotta have besides obviously you already have all this? And
Good question. I know my wedge light from Edgy Tools.
yeah,
It's not charging, so I definitely gotta get a new one of those.
yeah.
Those are a nice door wedge.
God,
that has
dude,
a
if you
built-in light.
start with one of them, you can't
Oh,
go back.
You charge it one time, it lasts for a year.
Yeah, I had it for like a year and a half, and I went to charge it, it didn't charge. So
I've charged mine once a year.
Yeah, Dave will take care of you too most of the time.
I'll talk to Dave
Next
about
to
it.
my booth, Dent Nerds
Okay.
Pro.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah. What other tool? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I haven't shopped around. I haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, I
Been
suppose.
working.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I'm
Yeah.
sure you haven't had time.
Yeah.
I haven't either, really. I got a couple razor tails for Brick over at Excalibur. There's a specific configuration that I had that I lost the skinny green handle with the vertical handle, and he had 3 available. I bought all 3 of them. So sorry, guys.
Damn it.
So ask Rick next year to make some more of them. But other than that, I have not been able to shop anywhere. I've been at A1, obviously, Hales Angels, and all the Reaper stuff. But Boyette's got a really cool hood stand that goes on a Husky table.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I'm going to be getting that for sure, and some other stuff too from the PDR tool person of the year. That's
Right.
Yeah, yep.
that's
Thank you.
big congrats. Yeah. Hey, you'll get yours, bud. You'll get yours. Keep
Well, that man.
keep making camera mounts. You'll get there.
One day at a time, man. One day at a time.
A little more moonshine and a couple more camera mounts.
Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be there licking
Glass.
splits.
Rip at a time, baby.
All right. Well, hey guys,
You're gonna
I
get
gotta
back to
run.
the booth?
I gotta go.
This is not a typical
No, it's
Armijo showing.
No, it's too
I'm
busy.
not going to say I'm disappointed, but what the fuck?
I'm disappointed.
You already?
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
All right.
See you, bud. See you over at the booth.
See you later, gamer.
Any more guests?
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to bring Amanda. We're going to bring up Amanda on. You introduce her.
What did he tell you to
What?
do? Get your caboose?
Introduce.
Oh, introduce.
All right,
Say
guys.
caboose.
Continuing on with Dent Nerds, we are with Amanda Christensen. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a
What's new?
bookkeeping nerd.
Perfect. Perfect for a nerdy podcast like
Nerdy
ours.
podcast like yours.
Absolutely.
So we do bookkeeping for PDR guys.
Okay.
So
What's the name of the company and how do they get a hold of you?
Prime Accounting Team?
Okay.
And our website is primeaccountingteam.com.
Okay.
And all our information's on there. I'm walking around MTE with my backpack, and I've got an iPad on the back playing a video, and I've got.
You need to showcase that. We need to see that.
Yeah,
So
that's-
that's a
Let's see the
good.
backpack.
Everybody wants to
Check
see
this
my
out.
Oh, wow.
Backpack, QR code, Austin Powers. I don't even know what accounting is.
That is
Like
super
baby.
cool.
I
like
love
that.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Wow.
So one of my partners is Brandon Birch. He's also in with Shane Jacks. I got some business cards here.
I'll take one.
Over by Dent Olympics. We've got, sorry, our names are a little hard to read.
That's okay.
That's what happens when you
They're nice cards.
buy them on Vistaprint.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't tell.
Yeah.
But,
Perfect.
so yeah, Brandon came up with some great stickers. We've got some spray bottles left and some little mini parts trays, magnetic part trays.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so Brandon, he came up with some funny ones.
So what do you think about our industry?
What do I think about the
blown
industry?
away by today?
Oh, this is probably, I don't know, my 4th or 5th MTE.
Oh, okay.
So
We
nope.
just met.
Yeah, we just met.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm one of the owners of Iowa Dent Solutions.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Jack and
Me
John,
and John both spent some time down there.
time with us 1 week together, which was one hairy week.
All right.
We didn't get a lot of sleep that week. There was a lot of staying up late, drinking and talking. But so yeah, I started out in the auto industry selling American cars to Germany.
Nice.
And then I met my husband. That was weird. Met my husband. He was doing PDR, closed up his shop, was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And did some construction together for a while. I was in banking. I wanted out of banking and did some construction. And he was like, all right, back to PDR. I want to do PDR again.
All right.
So he was doing PDR for a dealership. They said, hey, would you like to be our general manager for the body shop? We took that job. I took a job for a small mom and pop shop. So we both did conventional repair for several years.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I'm tired of this, going on back to PDR. So,
Right.
and he kept doing PDR through it, you know, hey, we got some hail, can you fix it? You know, I know you're getting those calls, you know,
Yeah,
so he was like, why am I not doing this? So we started our own again. And so I was doing the books. And
Well,
my
thank you,
sister
sir.
has a bookstore, and she says, hey, will you do my books? And then I have a friend that has a masonry company. Hey, will you do my books? So I started doing everybody's books. And I'm like, okay, then our business got busier, and I was like, I can't do everybody's books.
Right.
And so the idea started forming slowly, and then I met Brandon and Shane, and they came and helped with storms. And
Oh, yeah.
I was like, there's this huge gap where,
I've seen this in our industry before, different things.
different things.
And insurance is one. I can't think of. And
MTRX, I think, was a big example, you know, where we were originally handwriting all of our
I'm
quotes.
familiar. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know. I mean,
I understand.
but that's what everybody did.
Right.
And
That's why I created DeepMate, because
Yeah.
at the time, Mobile Tech RX and us were coming out at the same time.
Right.
We both had the idea to help the industry. That was
yeah,
that was
I mean, that was a big deal to have any form of estimating
Especially on
software.
hail.
Yes.
You know, you got the scope sheets where you circle the numbers, and you got a little tiny
Yeah.
box you're trying to scribble
Invoicing
in.
was a nightmare. Like, I remember
Invoicing
meeting
was
my
terrible.
business partner and him painting me like 20 invoices paper.
Yeah.
At a meeting, I tried 30, 40 minutes to move.
Yes, we
that
did
was
the same
ridiculous.
thing.
That was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It was antiquated, and I think it made the industry seem less legitimate.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got, you know, hey, you know, we would seem more legitimate if we had estimating software.
You know what? Having my booth, because I'm in the software obviously, and all day today, I've had at least 10 customers who were not using anything.
Yeah.
Blows
Nothing.
my mind. Yeah.
Really?
And I get it. 10 years
Still.
ago, that was the norm.
Yeah, then,
Right.
yeah.
But
But
now,
still.
and I'm like, and I did everything I could to show them,
Right.
and some of them they're on board, some of them not.
Right.
You know, they're like, I don't know.
And you know, MTRX was great. But I don't think they are keeping up with the industry, and you know, so I think that a lot of people are going on to CCC just to be, you know, if you're getting these bigger jobs and you're dealing a lot with insurance, it's learning their
We
language.
pair WebS with GetMate, and it's a great.
Yeah.
It's a great.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot less expensive.
A lot less expensive. So there's got to be levels of
Yeah.
this, and I think that there is a place for every level, and we're trying to do that with Prime Accounting Team, where we've got a package for every level. We customize it for everybody. You know.
That's a huge need for our industry, because
Yeah.
a lot of us, we're trying to go to a CPA, we're trying to explain what we do, certain type of business expenses, write-offs, however you want to call it, and all sorts of things. And
And they
It's
have
like
no
trying
idea.
to speak a foreign language to an accountant, and it
I got a
it
new- I
can
got
be
a
very
new tax guy
frustrating.
this year. I got a new tax guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I gave him the 1099s are all just went out, and
Yep.
he was like, "What in the world do y'all do?"
Right.
Yeah. Had no
Right. You
idea.
got all these
Yep.
big numbers,
Yep.
and they're like,
Big numbers, in and out, lots of 1099s. I mean,
yeah, and they're sitting there looking at it, going, "Are these legit,
Yeah,
or
like-
should these be employees?" And you're like, "No, they live in another state. They come
yeah,
and stay here."
they were only here for
You know.
3 weeks. Like what?
Yeah.
Yesterday, me and Jack attended the roundtable shop discussion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Great,
there.
great discussion. Matt Moore to our right,
Matt.
he was hosting
Yep.
that with 3 other guys. And
No, we
yeah,
don't want you, John.
All right,
we're actually kind of talking about.
We're
the
talking
roundtable.
about Matt.
we're kind of
So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of openings in the industry for all kinds of things. But,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, kind of the idea for this came from, you know, I'm in the 20 group with Jack and John, and between that, I'm a nerd with books. I read a lot.
Yeah.
So the E-Myth, you know, and that, and trying to figure out, you know, hey, you know, we've got pain points in the industry.
Yep.
What are some of these pain
that's a
points?
huge pain point.
It's a huge
Yeah.
pain point.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to Brandon Birch and Shane, and I was like, you know, what do you guys think of this? And they're like, oh my God, we need this. And, you know,
a lot of money's being generated in our industry.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And again, makes this more legitimate.
Yeah.
I mean, this time it's to the IRS, but, you know,
And
the
that's
more-
very important.
That's very
that's very important.
Yeah.
But at the same
Jail.
time,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you don't want to.
Right?
Yeah, so I think it's really important, just in general, to have that confidence in your business that you're legit. I mean, that
Absolutely.
we do have a lot of mind trash. We got a lot
Yeah,
of head trash.
head trash.
So
Definitely. And
You
having
know-
the right accountants are going to go a long ways for your
yeah,
business.
yeah. So that's kind of what we're targeting, and it can be anything from the guy, the hail chaser, to the guy out on a route, a guy with one-man show at a brick and mortar, all the
Yeah.
way up to a shop with 15 techs in it.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We can figure it out and help people understand the finance part without having to recreate it. We're kind of like the R&I guy for that.
Didn't guys want to
Oh,
push
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
So that's one of our stickers. I don't have any with me anymore, but one of them is push dents, not paper.
Yep, I've seen that.
So-
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
That
they've been
that
very
sounds great to
popular.
me. I agree with that
Yeah.
terminology.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
All right, Amanda. So,
Yeah.
so how can they reach you one more time for the audience?
we're gonna do. I almost gave our Iowa Dents one. It's primeaccountingteam.com. And if you see me, I've got the iPad. Just tell me to hold still and snap that QR code, and it'll send you to.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
That's the card. Yeah, it's hard to see on there. Get just the right reflection on there.
Right.
But
There we go. All right.
yeah, then it'll send you to a landing page, and it'll tell us that you want to
Awesome.
talk
Hit
to
us up
us.
at Dent
So,
Nerds. We'll get you in contact with us.
Yep.
No problem.
We'll help out.
Yeah, guys.
Thank
All
you
right.
guys.
All right, thank
Thanks,
you so
Amanda.
Nice
much.
to meet you finally.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Jack.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna sneak up behind you
Yep.
some.
Yep. Let's play the Armijo left his
Back
phone.
in on it.
I'll get this-
Coming back. Hey, Zandy, stick around. We'll get you out here.
Oh, what's going on?
What is going
Oh,
on?
we're playing music.
I heard. I heard.
yeah.
Mr. Matt Moore. How you
What's
doing,
going on,
sir?
dude?
Not much, man.
Y'all doing all right?
Oh man, the show's been amazing.
It's always amazing. It's always entertaining. And here it's like you know, you're up on like a stage. There's an audience, and they're like walk, and then everyone's trying to distract you.
I'm
So
loving this radio roll thing.
it's fun. It's good.
Real quick, Matt. Like yesterday, I attended the round table meeting.
For being there. Thank you.
Man, no, I thank you. I mean, that was standing room only, dude. I was in the back starting out. John kept trying. John couldn't even get in.
Yeah. I told him and Jack to save me a spot.
So finally,
They were crunched in. I was like,
That was actually a funny
couple
story.
seats opened up during the presentation, and I got to sit up front. And man, I'll tell you what, you guys killed it. Absolutely.
It was a cool opportunity. Last year, you know, obviously we have a couple shops, a lot of services, and last year they came to us and said, you know, would you be open to doing a chat about opening a shop and what that looks like? And to me, I didn't feel super comfortable just getting up there and saying, this is how you do it. Because the honest truth is, just like everybody else, we're all just taking it a step at a time. And like, we think it's the right move, and it has worked so far in a lot of ways, but we're all kind of blazing a path that's never been done before. And so it was much more comfortable to me to invite other shop owners that are successful, doing it totally different than me, to all talk about why this is their blue ocean, why they chose this service, why, so it was great because we had, Corey's doing Restore Effects and he's doing PDR and he's doing window and some touch up.
And then
works for him. Gene's doing some training and wholesale, and Chris Ray doesn't do anything other than training and PDR and only retail PDR. And I've got like 23 different services we're offering at any time. And so it just was a neat kind of opportunity and to show that to the audience, we all kind of were like, this is how you need to be thinking. This is like consistently, you need to be thinking about it these ways, thinking about who you want to be as a business, thinking about what kind of business you want, what kind of life you want for yourself. There's zero wrong with saying, I want to be the best PDR tech I can ever be. That's all I ever want to be. I don't want to, there's zero wrong with that. There's also zero wrong with saying, I want to be that and I want to grow a shop. Right. So I want to hire an office manager to help do that. And I want to create a marketing team to do that. I'm going to stay the tech. Right. And so everybody can create these different models that make sense for your needs. And we love chatting about it. It's great.
As you know, I'm a 2-year shop owner now,
right.
newbie.
Yep.
And you guys have helped me out so much, man. You, Corey, Gene. I haven't talked to Chris much. I really enjoyed listening to him yesterday.
Chris is a
great.
Chris Ray is one of the sharpest guys. Yeah. And the deal with Chris is this: he's super anal and granular on himself. Like he gets super specific into these, like, what marketing landing page, this and this, what process. And so even like we did like a pre-show kind of Zoom meeting to talk about the presentation and kind of guide what we want to do. Yeah. And everybody else is like looking at Chris and being like, "Geez, man, you're making me feel so bad."
Yeah. I mean, you all.
He was great.
Wow. And I'll be honest with you, as a shop owner, I have took a lot of tidbits from you all over the years. I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
Corey Kleinfeld, huge shop a long time. Using shop. Yesterday, man, it was just great to hear you guys and. But there's some things I heard yesterday that I didn't want to hear, but I needed to hear.
Like what? You got anything except you remember anything? Yeah.
That's a huge one. I've been
employee, not W, not
15 years. And I have an office manager. It's my sister, actually.
I
hired her. Best hire in the shop.
Yeah. To me, for me, I want to build a culture. That's my thing. And if I build a culture and I tell someone that I'm putting my blood, sweat, tears into it, I'm asking them to represent me when I'm not there, but I'm only kind of halfway. I'm just writing them a check, but there's no like long-term, at any point we could sever ties. Like it just feels like you got one foot in the boat and one not. And so for me, it's about building this culture. The people who are there, they get it, they want it, and they can do it, right? Yeah. They get what we're doing, they get what we're about, they get what their role is, they want to be a part of it, and they can execute and do the job. And so, I'm huge into culture. I'm huge into building that team.
It's like an analogy. It's like a football team.
Yeah.
Culture means everything.
And as a shop owner, I'm basically kind of a coach of a team, or maybe a GM of a pro team, and I'm putting team. I'm really more of a GM because I'm putting managers that are the coaches, and and I have to kind of. For me, any version of success I've had has been because I've basically hired good people and gotten out of the way.
Yeah,
and that's genuine. Like just like a GM, you can't go down there and block or tackle or do it.
It's hard, man.
And it seems like and I don't know nothing. Only what I see on Instagram and Facebook. I see the videos you put out. It seems like all your guys are happy and moving in one direction. But I do know one of your former employees that I've talked to, and what's his name,
Kane, Kane's awesome.
And he's a great dude, and he loves PDR, and he loves what he does, and he loved working for you. Yeah. It just didn't work out.
He drove an hour and a half to come work for us, and he took a huge pay cut to go from being a painter to be PDR.
Wow.
But that speaks volumes to me, to have a former employee speak so highly of you, and it wasn't, the parting of ways wasn't.
No, not at all.
More location based than anything.
His wife got pregnant. She had a baby, and he was like, "I can't make the community." That was literally what. And I genuinely was like, "Kane is going to be an incredibly successful." Kane's awesome. He's a rock star. I really, really enjoyed working with him and learned a lot from him too. He's a hardworking guy, and to me, I always like the thing that makes me feel the most version of hey, we might be doing something right is judging based on the people that want to be a part of what we're doing. Right. So when I get that application or when I get that call from the guy who's like, holy smokes, this kind of caliber guy wants to be a part of what we're doing, and I'm not having to like go bang down doors to beg someone, like that's the affirmation to me. That's the most important to me. So it's good.
Well, and it speaks about, I mean, I've had the pleasure of being at, some mega media events and other events where to hear you talk about how you've developed your processes and built your business and knowing your story and how you had to go all in at one point. And, every business owner has that story, but, the way you've presented it, it always makes me happy for you. And I'm always happy to hear what you have to say because, I just, if I had half the brain of that.
For me, there's a lot of guys in this industry that over the years challenged us on the original PDR college. He's challenging us on pricing, right?
Yep.
Bryce Kelly challenges us to push the limits on what we can do repair-wise, right?
Yeah.
Paul Corden challenges us to be proud of what we do and to fight insurance if we need to, whatever it is. I just want to challenge to run it a little bit more like a real business.
Yeah, right,
So that's maybe where I'm at, is that I'm just trying to run it the most like a proven business model that is scalable. Because let's be honest, the numbers that come through for PDR aren't realistic in most industries. The margins that you get aren't realistic. It's not a super scalable model as a result. And so I am trying to run it like a quote unquote real business that understands our numbers, tries to really be as analytical as possible, but what we could be doing better. And again, it just, it makes us constantly realize we're really far away from the finish line.
Yeah.
But it makes us kind of always have a goal to go towards.
And you mentioned this yesterday, man. It is easier to have a pickup truck and some tools for that.
A whole lot easier.
And nothing wrong with it. You make a great living. I've done it for years. But when you get to shop, it is different. It's a new horizon. You definitely need to have a plan.
Yeah. Well, and it's not sustainable. I mean, I'm 45.
Yeah.
My shoulder hurts. I'm not. I can't be
March, dog.
The volume required to enjoy some of the things I've enjoyed over the last few years is going to take a toll on your body.
Yep.
And, having a shop or that extra stream of revenue is a better exit plan, and being able to fold all that in and learn, and I obviously have gone in different directions with tools and whatnot, but
we talked about in the show yesterday. I've been in the shop business for 7.5 years. Got 21 team members now, and I still make less today than I did before.
That was mine.
100% God's honest truth, and I am middle of the pack getting paid in my company, but you have to think about this. I own 100% equity in something that's a whole lot more valuable than it was 7 years ago. Right.
Absolutely.
And so it's me buying stocks, and mentally I'm buying stock low to one day either sell high or benefit from or whatever. I have zero interest in selling.
You're buying stock in Matt Moore.
I'm buying stock.
I don't know what that
Matt
ticker
Moore.
is, but if I could
what
type
it is.
that into my Schwab account, I would put some money
That's
on
right.
it.
We'll throw it on Robinhood. It's M&M.
Love it.
Yeah. Yesterday was great, man. The attendance, I was really happy. A lot of guys.
It was great.
Yeah, it was packed out.
We were very, very humbled. All four of us were kind of like didn't know really what to expect, and felt super humbled. And it didn't. We did not. I didn't take it as like, oh, we want to see these guys. It was just that it means we're maybe getting a pulse of like where the industry's going, which is, more consolidation, more shops, more taking it seriously with insurance, and we work with body shops every day, but there's going to be times in the future where maybe that doesn't need to be the case. And so, if nothing else, it showed that we were at least in the right direction as far as our thinking about where the industry's
going. And the other thing I'll make another point is the reason there was 4 of you. Yesterday, everyone has a different perspective about the shop and a way to do the shop. And it was great to hear all of you.
We again, when we kind of previewed the show, we went through and all talked about how we did it ourselves. We just the 4 of us, and so we noted and said, okay, well, I'd love to hear you tell the audience why you do this.
Did you guys you did a podcast?
Yeah, we did. We hopped on somebody's, maybe Ginger or something.
Ginger Bros?
Yeah, we hopped on with those guys.
Yeah, and if you guys weren't here yesterday, didn't have the opportunity, I'm sure that video will come out.
Yeah, we recorded it, and I'm gonna throw it on YouTube. I don't know if it'll be this week or whatever, but I am gonna throw it up there, and it was really great, and it was all questions that we didn't make any of it. It was all questions that were submitted through the podcast or through Facebook posts, asking questions that people wanted to know.
Yeah.
And then we took turns, kind of multiple guys answering their perspectives. So that was kind of what we did. It was good.
I would just encourage anybody, like, if you want to know more about that, find that older podcast, and then, look in the days or weeks to come for the education day presentation. And
it's good.
If any kind of business you're running, and even for me, I run a mobile PDR business. I still get tons of takeaways from you guys all the time. So just
like I said, shop's not for everybody. It's not to do it.
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
but there's nothing wrong with mobile business. I did it. Gave me a great living.
I look back at mobile once a week and I'm like, man, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's not
it's
grass
a
is
different
greener.
lifestyle.
You just have to. And
I don't have to be there from 8 to 6 every day, and I know you don't anymore either, because you put the processes in place.
Yeah, but I have to put my pillow on my head at night, thinking about the payroll that's coming up next month. And those are headaches and scary, and you're unchaining yourself to one thing and you're chaining yourself to something else. So that's the important thing that I hope guys took away was it's more important not to say how do I do it, but more important to ask yourself, who do I want to be? What do I want to be? What does the good life look like for me? What does success look like for me? And really have a plan and then move towards it instead of just doing the same thing and wishing you had whatever. And I think that was what was in common with all four of us is that at some point we said we want to change what we're doing, and we all just took some bold, scary steps and are kind of looking back at it now, feeling like it was the right move. So.
Well, I mean, it's great we're in an industry where we get knowledge like that. We appreciate you, man.
Well, that stuff aside, you're still a tech. When's the last time you pushed a dent?
Wow.
I'm
like I'm the third in line. I'm the third string relief pitcher.
All right.
I'm the when we're either really, really up or really, really down and the innings don't matter. I do it for stress relief.
I call it mental therapy sometimes.
So like if somebody's sick, and then one of my techs moves, it's covering, and then a walk-in dent comes in. I'm the guy they call. Right. But they kind of only give me the gravy because they don't want to have to apologize to the customer for the quality. So
Fair enough. All right. So what have your techs sent you to get? Is there anything on your shopping list at MTE or anything you've seen so far that?
Well, the problem is, like a month ago, they bought every tension releasing tool that existed. And so, no, we don't have anything major. There was a couple of tabs and some knockdowns. I wanted the tornado tabs that Hudson did. Yeah. They wanted us to look at those. And they need more of your tabs because those are everybody loves those. And that's everybody's favorite. So they probably ordered online already. But no, the honest to God truth, the only thing I've bought is the young lady at the umbrella stand at the she's got a little thing going. She's selling beaded bracelets, and I bought a little Squishamelon keychain.
Oh,
that's legit. That's the only thing I paid for it.
Armijo,
she's great.
She's a heck of a saleswoman.
I know. I threw it in my bag. It's the only thing I bought all day was
she
one
charges
stuffed
me
animal.
double every year.
I love it though. I was over there. I was like, tell me what you got.
Thanks, Kate. I'll be over in a minute. Don't worry.
I'll bring my wallet.
That's good. That's good. Well, thank you guys for having me. If there's anything y'all ever need, obviously, give me a call. I do. Yep. February, I think it's 23rd. We're doing a Ceramic 101 training at my shop with my team. It's kind of built for, Andy Patrick did it, and a bunch of guys have done it, but it's kind of built for if you're in the PDR world, body shop, or whatever it is, and are considering adding additional services. In my opinion, the easiest kind of one to capture that marries really well with PDR is ceramic coating. And the reality is you can watch YouTube videos of ceramic coat cars, but you can't watch YouTube videos and learn how to paint correctly. Right. And if you talk to a real detailer and a real paint corrector, the way that we wet sand cars is very similar to drilling a hole in a car. It's kind of looked down on because we're eating through so much clear coat.
Right.
And so what we teach and what we learn is how to correctly paint correct a single stage or a two-stage corrected car. We learn how to coat the vehicles with high level. We use G-Technic ceramic coatings that are real ceramics that you go do. And we talk about our entire process of how we choose the pads, the polishes, and the products to use that go along with it. And it's all very hands-on. And then I talk a lot about the marketing and how we sell and some objections we get overcome. So it's kind of an all-in-one. And because I have a content manager on staff, we shoot a commercial for you using the footage of you doing it, talking to your clients about introducing that you do ceramic coating, what it is. So we do a whole video.
So
you walk away with it.
Ceramic Coating 101 with Matt Moore.
That's it. With my team,
when is it?
23rd, 24th of February.
What is that?
Monday and Tuesday.
What does that class cost?
2 days, $1,400. So it's $700 a day. It's super.
Hopefully everything's okay. Hey, have you got a website or a phone number? Maybe somebody wanted to look more into their sign up.
Yeah, you can DM me. I didn't actually prepare and have that in my back pocket, but it's easyoutaspot.com. I think it's /ceramic101, I think. But I'd have to look. But DM me if you have any questions on Facebook or whatever. And again, we've already got. I think
you slide it in the DMs just like the water would slide off your car.
Just David Haxton, I think, is bringing one of his guys up and doing it. We've got a good little crew already signed up to do it, and we're at. I think we have two more spots for this one, and maybe the goal is to do this about twice a year, just to kind of add this offerings.
Yeah, sounds like a hell of a deal.
Hell
of a deal. I'm not even interested in ceramic coating. I mean, I'm interested in it. I doubt I'll be adding it as a service, but I'm like, that's a lot of value.
Well, it's great. It is. I mean, and it's more about who you know than what you know, and G-Technic really likes us a lot. We have a great relationship. I think they haven't announced it yet that our company is either number 5 or 6 in 23 of North American sales.
Nice, man.
Wow.
So, and we're a freaking PDR company, and we didn't do it at all 4 years ago. It's a huge part of our sales now.
Wow.
Ceramic coating is about a third of what we do in total sales now.
Right.
And PPF's about a third, and PDR is about a third, and 10, and then it's like 30, and window tint's about 10%. And that's literally how unless it's hail, we are equal all those services. PDR is great for us, but those other services are really good. That's really valuable. But ceramic is the one that I can teach, and if you do it once or twice with me and go back home and do it once or twice by yourself, you'll be fine. You're good at that point. So if anyone has any questions about it, hit me up. Wrap it up.
Man,
hey, thank you guys again.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. I'll leave room for the good-looking guys now.
Thanks, Matt.
We done? Any more guests? Are we done?
I think we got all the guests done here.
Okay.
What are we at? Almost an hour. We're close to 2:00.
Yep.
We don't want to block the Golden Mike Award winners, so we better get out of here.
Hats off to Shuddy.
You already won. What more do you want?
Hats off to Shuddy, man. Look at this.
Oh, don't touch it.
Look. Well deserved. This man, Ryan
Shuddy.
Dent Digest, baby.
That's all
Coming
Shuddy.
up next.
Yep.
Coming up next, tune in to Dent Digest live on Facebook and YouTube. Until then, keep it nerdy and get your ass to MTE.
We just want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Dent Nerds PDR podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show and learned something new about the world of paintless dent repair. We'll be back next month with another exciting episode, so be sure to join us. In the meantime, don't forget to share our podcast with your friends, join the Dent Nerds Facebook group, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave us a review on your favorite podcast app. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Dent Nerds PDR podcast.